Give all praises, all glory, all honor to Yahweh and His Son, Yahweh Shah, for the reading and the understanding of His word today. Hello, family. This is the Shema with your bro Shi'yah. And we always want to give homage to those that are trying to keep the laws. This is Bible therapy with your bro Shi'yah and our brother Nathan. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. Shalom, y'all. How y'all doing?
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Today, I got a pretty exciting class. I always do classes on the things that I go through, things I learn to try to help my brothers and sisters. This is very important to try to help our brothers and sisters. The title of this class today is called Hood Rules versus God's Laws. I'm gonna say that again. Hood rules versus God laws. Right now, we live in a very, very peculiar time. Knowledge is very, very vast in the world. 70 years ago, you would probably not have heard men teaching the Bible the way that we're teaching it now. You probably would never have heard that. But now, for some reason, the Most High is putting His Spirit on the earth, and it's up to us to try to talk to our people, compel our people to come in, and make it understood what to do and teach our people the right way. So right now, we find ourselves in a different part of town. Our congregation, we are in Mesquite in off town east, and we find ourselves around the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I'll say it that way. And a lot of times people are upset because of a lack of knowledge or a lack of understanding. So today we're going to weigh hood rules against what? The knowledge of the Most High God. Reason why I wanted to do this class is because we have to use some type of platform, some type of way to wake our people up. Okay. So when you're dealing with somebody from just the streets, there are rules that are in the Bible that helps us to deal with our brothers and sisters that may be ignorant to certain rules, laws, understandings of the Bible, right? Somebody said that it's not godly for you to call the police on black people ever, right? Now that is a loaded statement, because if your life is in danger, if you're going through something, if you need help, that's what that institution is for. But we haven't had a good relationship with that institution, so I can understand the feelings toward the institution of policing. I get it. I've had my run-ins with them as well. But I want to show you how a person with no understanding, how to deal with them. This is a person with no understanding, but the Bible teaches us how to deal with them. Go to Sirach chapter, what do you want, 19 and verse 22? 19 and 22.
Yes.
Go to Sirach chapter 19 and verse 22. We're going to show you how to deal with people that may not understand certain things. Read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 22. The knowledge of wisdom, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
So sometimes if somebody is, say, for example, they say, well, you know, I'm out here hustling, I'm out here doing this, and that's all they know. So they have the knowledge of what? Knowing what's their environment, being a product of whatever environment that they're in. But the Bible says the knowledge of wickedness is not good. Read on.
The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
So a lot of times when they take counsel of themselves, our people that are lost, they don't know. They have no clue of how bad it is. If you grew up in a certain state, it's hard to see. I think you can see it, but people can get used to anything, right? And that's how our people have grown. So the people that you're going to go to, if you start learning these scriptures and you start going out and teaching in the highways and byways, you're going to see a people who is, some of them, very comfortable in the state that they're in. And you say, well, wait a minute, how can you be comfortable in this state? We're very resilient people. We can get used to anything, right? And you have to show a person through the Holy Spirit where they are and what they should change, right? Because we're supposed to compel them to come in, right? And some of them are going to resist you, and that's fine. But you have to know how to dwell with these people. Read, I want you to, did you finish that?
Yes.
I want you to read Sirach chapter 8 and verse 11.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 8 and verse 11. Rise not up in anger at the presence of an injurious or unjust or wrongful person.
So don't So whenever they revile you, whenever you have a conversation or they're angry, don't rise up in anger. Don't meet anger with anger. Sometimes a nice word will stir away wrath, according to the Bible, right? So he says, rise not up in anger. Well, what do I do? Keep reading.
Rise not up in anger at the presence of an injurious person, lest he lie in wait to entrap thee in thy words.
Because sometimes, listen, sometimes if a person feels a certain way, they've been living a certain way, they're not going to hear you. They're not going to understand you. They're just not going to understand what you're saying. Because why? You don't fit into their world, right? So it's best for you to use short words, wisdom, and to talk without being combative, right? Give me Sirach chapter 22 and verse 13.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 22 and verse 13.
Read.
Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding.
So a lot of times you say, well, why are you calling him a fool? It's not the fact that this person is a fool per se. They could be a very street smart person, but a person that has no understanding and has not the laws of the Father is foolish according to the scriptures, right? So that's who he's calling a fool or foolish. Read that again.
Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that have no understanding.
So if they feel a certain way, it's better to be silent. It's better to let your actions speak than to talk and go back and forth, right? And I have a saying, I don't negotiate with terrorists. And I don't. So you don't go back and forth with a person that has no understanding. You're supposed to close your mouth. Read.
Beware of him.
Do what?
Beware of him.
Because if a person is just hood and they're not trying to hear it, you have to beware of them, right? Go ahead.
Lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his fooleries.
With his what?
With his fooleries.
Because a lot of times people are very stubborn, and then they'll defile you with their fooleries. They'll do things, and they'll go back and forth with you and do things, and this and that'll happen. So you have to be very wise. Read on.
Depart from him.
Do what?
Depart from him.
No, stay there and argue with him.
Depart from him.
No, stay there and reason with him.
Depart from him.
You're supposed to depart from a person that has foolish talk, foolish behavior, right? Go ahead.
Depart from him, and thou shalt find rest.
Go ahead.
And never be disquieted with madness.
So a lot of times madness is going into an argument, going into having words, going into a trading of words. You don't do it. You don't do it. You conduct yourself as royal. You conduct yourself as holy, even if they're saying slanderous words towards you, and don't ever address it. Sometimes you have to behave as a giant. And when I say giant, you carry yourself in a certain way, and you'll have less issues, right? Because we have to learn how to talk to these people. I've watched several prophets over time that I pay attention to, and I try to listen to them because I watch certain things that certain prophets that I watch online do, and they've developed. All of us have developed in our speech. All of us have developed in the way that we deal with people, right? So we all want to develop and get better, get stronger, get wiser, right? You got a precept, King?
Yes.
Let me have it.
Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 26.
Hold on. Let's go to Proverbs, chapter 26.
Verse 4 and 5.
Proverbs 26, verse 4 and 5. Read that.
Answer not a fool according to his folly.
Answer not a fool according to his what?
According to his folly.
So don't answer a fool according to their folly. When they're talking slanderous, don't answer them according to that. Read.
Lest thou also be like unto him.
So you can stoop down to their level and nothing can get accomplished, right? There's a certain way you deal with the hood mentality of people, right? You have to deal with them in a certain way because they're not used to, listen, a lot of people are not used to saying something crazy and nobody say nothing crazy back because everybody has pride on them. Everybody has an ego to uphold. But when you go in a situation and you throw your pride to the side, you throw your ego to the side, I'm gonna suggest this to you guys. You may get more accomplished when you throw your pride and your ego to the side, right? Go ahead.
Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit.
So when you answer him or go into his folly, now he think he knows something. You see that? This is a very, very great precept, because as soon as you answer a fool according to his folly, when you know he's telling lies or saying things that don't make sense, you are validating his idiocy or his folly. You're validating it. And sometimes some words are not worth validating, right? So we have to be smart. What you got to add to that, King?
Yes, let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse 15.
17 and 15. Bring that out, King.
He that justifieth the wicked.
He that what?
He that justifieth the wicked.
So he's telling you justifying the wicked could be something as simple as going back and forth with them, railing for rail with them, doing those things with them. That's justifying the wicked, right? Go ahead.
He that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord.
You see that? Even when you justify the wicked and you go back and forth with them, and then you condemn the just, they are both abomination to the Lord. Because the person that's wise is not supposed to be going into any type of argument, railing for railing, and back and forth. If he knows his situation, he knows his position, he knows who he is, he knows the situation, he's read, he's understanding of the scriptures, he shouldn't be going back and forth with a person with no understanding. This is what the Bible tells us. This is what we've been needing to extract from the Bible all this time. When we were younger and we were going through things in life before we woke up to this truth, this is the way we were supposed to handle this stuff, right? Because a lot of us come from, now here in Dallas, a lot of us come from the southern sector. My wife, a lot of her family members and her are from the southern sector of Dallas. A lot of times when we go through things in life, we're used to our family handling things a certain type of way, right? I was born here, but I was born at Parkland. Me and my wife both were born in Parkland. I grew up off of Forest Lane. Now that is the northern part of Dallas, but it's still, now when you go there, it's not a very good part anymore. When I was growing up there, it wasn't even that great then at all. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that great then. But we were trying to get out of the lower parts. And like most black people, most black families do, we try to run to the suburbs. We were trying to run like everybody else to go to what we thought was a great part, right? And we saw things, people handling things a certain type of way. But if we had had this wisdom, this knowledge extracted from the Bible at that time, we probably would have had a much better, easier, fulfilled life, in my opinion. What you got, King?
Let's go to the book of Romans.
Let's go to Romans.
Chapter 12 and verse 21.
Hold on one second. The book of Romans.
Chapter 12 and verse 21. And
chapter 12, verse 21. Okay.
And I just wanted to make a quick statement on that.
Yeah, I was trying to see if you was on the way in on that.
Going into the hood rules versus God laws, it's going to automatically oppose each other.
Yes.
However, because of Hosea 4 and 6, our people being destroyed for a lack of knowledge,
yes,
we have to fulfill this verse as a way to show compassion and the fruits of the Spirit, which is peace.
Yes, we got to have compassion and we got to have peace when dealing with our brothers and sisters. That's why, and I agree with my brother 100%. That's why when we read the beginning scriptures, how it tells you not to address a fool according to his folly, not to argue, all these things. This is showing fruits of the Spirit by what? Maintaining your temperance, maintaining your patience, maintaining your long suffering, right? But go ahead, King.
Be not overcome of evil.
Be not what?
Be not overcome of evil.
Don't lose your temper and blow up, is what it's going into. Go ahead.
But overcome evil with good.
But overcome evil with what?
Overcome evil with good.
So even though somebody may speak a certain way to you sometime, or you may have people being hateful to you or saying things to you, the next day, remember, every day is a new day. Every day is a new day. And the same person that talked crazy to you that one day, if you see that person, hey, how you doing? You doing all right today? All right, brother. You know, so that they can know you're not holding a grudge against them, that you're not being mean, or because they feel some type of way about you, you're not acting like that with them. So, because it's hard to keep hatred in your heart from a person, or for a person that is really not on that same tip as you. It's very difficult to maintain hatred for somebody who's letting it go, who's letting it be, right? And this filters down into our relationships too, y'all. This filters down into our personal relationships too, right? If our spouse feels a certain type of way and we kind of letting it go and they see us moving on, it helps. This in every aspect of your life, these precepts will help you, right? What you got, King?
This next precept is going to give you a difference between the hood rule aspect of how people move versus using God's laws to avoid all the problems that can come with the streets.
Yes.
So let's go to the book of Zechariah, chapter 8, verses 16 and 17.
Hold on one second. Zechariah, chapter 8, verses 16
and 17.
Yes, sir.
These are the things that ye shall do, going into God's laws. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor. So in the context of that scripture, Brother Shi'yah doing what he has to do to keep his business peaceful is verse 16. But our brothers who may be in the streets doing their thing, they may imagine evil within their heart because he's doing something that can make them feel a particular type of way.
Right.
And love no false oath.
Love no false oath. Okay.
For all these are things that I hate, saith the Lord.
You see that? And it's another thing I want to address. I want to address also the way we should deal with authority figures, the way we should deal with laws and lawmakers. There's a certain way that I would like to address our young people, how they deal with like law enforcement, or when law enforcement comes around. There's something that we have to teach them and show them that is very important. And this is something very simple that if we teach this to our children, they will be the better for it. If we teach this to our brothers and sisters, how to deal right with it, law enforcement, we'll keep our children safe. Now watch this. Go to Matthew chapter 5 and verse 25.
I'm already there.
Boy, you in the spirit, boy. Joe Nathan, man, listen. I don't care what nobody say. My brother Joe Nathan be in the spirit. He be in the spirit. And this is how we got to teach our children. Because if we want to teach our young men to be safe, our young men to be smart, our young men to be wise, walk in wisdom, this is what we have to teach them to keep them safe. Read.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly.
Wait. Do what?
Agree with thine adversary quickly.
We were never taught as young men. I was never taught to agree with my adversary quickly, right? You don't, and this is to our hood brothers in the hood that go back and forth with police. Don't argue your case if the police show up. Oh, I know my rights and I do. No, that's not the time to argue. If they've wronged you or something happened, you wait for your day in court to argue. These are the rules. The Bible tells us to read.
Agree with thine adversary quickly.
Read.
While thou art in the way with him.
So when they come or they swoop up on you, when you're in the way, you agree with them quickly. Yes, sir. You got it. Go ahead.
While thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge.
They deliver us to who?
Deliver thee to the judge.
Because a lot of times when we angry and we talk crazy, we get a ticket or we get put in jail or something else happens, right? And we don't want to do that. He said, if you're arguing with them, being combative, they'll deliver you to the judge. Read.
Deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison.
You see that? Because you made things hard for yourself. We can't make things hard for ourselves. We have to teach our young people how to dwell in safety. how to be saved. And these scriptures tell us exactly what we must do, right? Read verse 26.
Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the othermost farthing.
Listen, you're going to pay for everything you do. You're going to be held accountable for everything you do and say. Everything that you go through in this life, you will be held accountable for it, right? So we have to practice with our children the thing of accountability. We have to practice that with our young people, especially our young men, our precious commodity, our men, our black men. But a lot of times in anger, we seem to be upset and we seem to want to go off of emotion. Men, I'm telling y'all this right now. That is a female emotion. When you start feeling some type of way and you start talking and arguing and all that, listen, men don't dwell in that way. I want you to get a precept. Go to Sirach chapter 9 and verse 13. Look at you, man. This dude is in the spirit. He is in the spirit. Read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 13. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill.
What does it mean when it says keep thee far from the man that has power to kill? Always cooperate with the authorities. Always cooperate with those who have power to kill. Though when a civil servant in this country is doing his job, he is protected. Even if he wrongfully kills somebody, he or she wrongfully kills somebody, unalive somebody under certain laws, they're protected under certain laws. So we don't want to make that situation any more dicey than it is. Read.
Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death.
So you're not going to doubt the fear of death if you understand how to deal with that situation. Read.
And if thou come unto him, make no fault.
If you come unto him, do what?
Make no fault.
When you run into these people that have authority over you, make no fault. Don't make mistakes. Don't give them reason to hurt you. Don't give them reason to become physical with you. Read.
And if thou come unto them, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently.
Lest he what?
Lest he take away thy life presently.
You see that? Because making that fault can cause us to lose our life. Read on.
Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares.
Remember that everything is designed as a trap for the black man. The black man, the black, Hispanic, and Native American man in this country, everything is designed for a trap. Even the way they word certain laws are designed as a trap. If you know this and you understand this, you shouldn't be caught up in it. Right? Read on.
Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and thou walkest upon the battlements, or the spiritual battleground of the city.
So we're on battlements. Every time you step out your door, you're stepping on battlements of the city. Read on.
As near as thou canst, guess at thy neighbor and consult with the wise.
As near as you can, you guess at your neighbor, you talk to your neighbor, and you consult with wise people to make wise decisions. That's what this is going into. We want to consult with people that are wise so they can help us make wise decisions so that we don't mess up our lives. That's what we're supposed to do. Read on.
Let thy talk be with the wise.
Let our talk be with what?
Let thy talk be with the wise.
Listen to wise men when they're talking to you, telling you something good that's going to help your body, help your life. Go ahead.
And all thy communication in the law of the Most High.
And all our communication in the what?
And all thy communication in the law of the Most High.
See, if you listen to this book of wisdom, if you understand this book of wisdom, if you go by it and practice what this book of wisdom is telling you, all your communication should be in this book, and it's going to help your life. It's going to help keep you safe. It's going to help keep you out of trouble. This is the book of life, and it's going to give you life more abundantly. Right? What you got, King? I'm sorry. I kind of got away from myself just a little bit.
No, that's fine. Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 13. Now, the context of the scripture speaks about enemies. However, the point of the scripture is the same way that we should be when it comes to hood rules versus God laws.
Right.
Because we're just trying to keep the peace.
That's right.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such an one hath found a treasure.
If you have a good friend, we're talking about people that are going to give you the right advice, people that are going to talk to you, people that are going to help you. That's what you keep. You stay with a good friend. Don't go into folly and don't deal with people that are not having your best interest. If you're dealing with an angry person or you seeing a person that you hang around that is angry all the time, that wants to argue, don't hang around that person anymore, right? I don't care who they are. I don't care if they just somebody in your family or a fellow Israelite brother or sister. If you see anger coming out that person all the time, that's not somebody you want to hang with. And me as a young person in this walk, only been doing it for about 8 years. I have been around Israelite men who had angry spirits on them, and I'm like, so it's not applicable to just people in the world. It's applicable to anybody in this world, even people in this truth. And if your spirit is way too angry, you have to look at that, because you can pick up those ways, right? Go ahead, King.
Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 3.
You know what? Go to 12, start at verse 1.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it.
So when you do good, understand that you got to examine your friends, examine the people around you. When you do good, know who you're dealing with. Go ahead.
So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits.
So you can be thanked by the right people for your benefits, right? Go ahead.
Do good to the godly man.
Do what?
Do good to the godly man.
That's why we do good and we help one another in the truth, right? But we also have, now let me make this clear. We also have community fairs for the people in the neighborhood. None of which that are in the truth, but we create a catalyst so we can witness to them to where they can get curious and ask questions about us and what we're doing and what we believe in, right? So we're slick, we're cunning, right? We're wise as serpents. Read on.
And thou shalt find a recompense.
So you're going to find a recompense when you do good to the godly man. Read.
Thou shalt find a recompense or payment, and if not from him, yet from the Most High.
Read on.
There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil.
So if you're always occupied in evil, no good can come to you. Read.
There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil or the hood, nor to him that giveth no alms.
Nor to him that doesn't give alms, doesn't pay, doesn't make sure he takes care of his financial responsibilities. Right? Go ahead.
Give to the godly man.
Do what?
Give to the godly man.
Read on.
And help not a sinner.
He said, help not a sinner, because it's going into not helping a sinner, right? Give to the godly man, help not a sinner. We have to understand the context of it, because remember how Christ did heal the Syrophoenician woman's daughter, right? Remember how he spared the woman caught in adultery? So we have to understand it in its context. We have to be wise. We have to be very, very smart when it comes to these things. Read verse 5. Well, no. Yeah, read verse 5.
Do well unto him that is lowly.
Do what?
Do well unto him that is lowly.
Go ahead.
But give not to the ungodly.
So he says, give not to the ungodly. Go ahead.
Hold back thy bread and give it not unto him.
Read.
Lest he overmaster thee, for else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him. So
a lot of times we don't want to give to people that are blatantly in sin. Now, what is that going into? I'm not going to fuel a crackhead that I know is smoking crack to fuel him so he can come rob me later. I'm not going to fuel somebody caught up in heroin to fuel them so they can go rob another person so they can support their habit. We're not gonna do that, right? We're not doing that. Say if somebody's not in the truth, but they have children, right? And the children need shoes. The children like 4 and 5 years old, and we just get the kids some shoes, or we get the kids a backpack, or we get, because that's what we do. We get the kids a backpack, or we give them clothes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's something good. Read on. Read the next verse.
Oh,
Verse 6.
twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him, for the Most High hateth sinners.
No, he loves everybody.
For the Most High hateth sinners.
The Bible says God, the Most High God, he hates sinners. Go ahead.
For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
He said he's going to repay the sinner, right? He's going to repay those who are sinning and not doing what's righteous according to his will. Those things are going to happen, right? Read the next verse.
Give unto the good, and help not the sinner.
Somebody that's doing whatever they want to do and just living the hot girl summer life, and the dude that's living the doughboy life, and those are the people we're going to say, you know what? I may talk with them. I may have a conversation with them, just like Yahushua sat with the sinners and spoke with them. There is a realm for us to talk and help them, right? There's a realm for us to help. Go ahead.
I'm going to go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 9 and 10, to be precept with Proverbs 16 and 19.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and what?
9 and 10.
Gotcha.
For the people that are in the hood, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
The heart is very wicked. It's deceitful. And who can know that? Go ahead.
I, the Lord, search the heart.
I, the Lord, do what?
Search the heart.
Go ahead.
I try the reins.
I what?
I try the reins.
Oh, go ahead.
Or put you in a situation to see what you're going to do, because
right.
Reins means behavior.
Right.
Right. Even to give every man according to his ways.
Everybody's going to get according to their ways, according to their doings. In the end, everybody's going to receive the recompense for whatever their doings are. The scripture says even if it's good or bad, everyone's going to receive what they deserve according to their doings. Go ahead.
Even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings.
And according to the fruit of his doings, meaning the work of his doings, he's going to get it back. If you're doing good, you're going to receive good. If you're doing bad, you're going to receive bad. Easy. Just, it's A and B, black and white. It's very easy. What else you got, King?
Going to the Proverbs 16, 18, and 19.
Proverbs 16.
Verse 18 and 19.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18 and 19. Go ahead.
Pride goeth before destruction.
Pride goes before destruction. So whenever before destruction comes, pride is there. Remember, when pride is there, the Most High is nowhere to be found. Go ahead.
Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty or proud or arrogant spirit before a fall.
A haughty, proud, or arrogant spirit goes before what? Before the fall. So you can tell where a person will end up based off of their attitude, based off of how they're acting. Go ahead.
Better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly.
So it's better to be cool, calm, and collected. Go ahead.
Than to divide the spoil with the proud.
Than to divide the spoil with the proud. And a lot of our people, what gets us in trouble is a lot of our people are very proud. They have very prideful spirits, and it's very hard for them to understand certain things when their world crash or things don't go right or things mess up. It's very hard for them to understand why. Right? What you got, King?
Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verses, walk with me now, 2, 4, and 16.
Gotcha. We're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, and we're going to start at verse 2. Right? Go ahead.
Every way of a man is right in his own eye.
Everybody think they got it all figured out until they don't. right? Go ahead.
But the Lord pondereth the hearts.
But the Most High is going to ponder the heart. He's going to tell us what it is. Go ahead.
And high look and a proud heart.
A high look, meaning a proud look and a proud heart. Go ahead.
And the plowing of the wicked.
And the what?
And the plowing of the wicked.
And the workmanship of the wicked. Go ahead.
Is sin.
Is what?
Is a sin.
Everything that they do in proudness is sin. Go ahead.
The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding of God's laws.
What verse?
16.
Verse 16. Go ahead.
The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
So when you refuse to understand, when you refuse to get this knowledge, when you refuse to say, you know what, maybe let me try to pay attention to what these dudes are saying. If you wander out of the way of understanding and you don't want to hear it, you're going to remain in the congregation of the wicked. Man, woo! That's a lot. Give me before we go, give me let me get John chapter 3 and verse 19. Let me show you what the wicked loves, what they can't get enough of, right? I'm sorry. This is what the wicked can't get enough of. Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 3 and verse 19. And this is the condemnation.
So this is the condemnation. This is the sin. Go ahead.
That light is come into the world.
That the laws of the Most High is come into the world. Watch this.
And men loved darkness.
No, they love light.
They loved darkness.
Man loves sin. Darkness is sin. Men love sin, read.
And men love darkness rather than light.
Rather than what?
Rather than light.
The light is the laws of the Most High God. Our people love darkness or sin rather than light. Go ahead.
Men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil.
Their deeds are what?
Their deeds were evil.
Every thought, every deed of a lot of our people before they understand God's laws are very evil. They love it so. Go ahead.
For everyone that doeth evil hated the light.
Everybody that's caught up in evil, they hate God's laws. If you're caught up in fornication, if you're caught up in stealing, robbing, selling dope, selling drugs, if you're caught up in lying, if you're caught up in any of these things, you hate the Most High laws. Go ahead.
For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light.
Neither what?
Neither cometh to the light.
Neither care to come to God's laws. Go ahead.
Lest his deeds should be reproved or corrected.
Lest his deeds should be what?
Lest his deeds should be reproved
or
corrected.
Read on.
But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in God.
So they are wrought in the Most High God, right? So we understand these things. So we got to remember this. We got to take this in. We got to say, you know what? It's time to change. It's time to do better. It's time to be better, right? So we have to do these things, and we got to make sure that we're doing them, and we got to make sure that you're keeping these laws. You got anything else to add, King? I don't really have too much more at all.
Well, I have 3 more precepts.
Okay.
Let's go to the book of Proverbs.
Go ahead.
Chapter 6 and verse 16.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 16.
These things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Go ahead.
A proud look.
A what?
A proud look.
Go ahead.
A lying tongue.
Go ahead.
Hands that shed innocent blood.
Go ahead.
And heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
A heart that what?
That deviseth wicked imaginations.
Go ahead.
Feet that be swift in running to mischief.
Go ahead.
A false witness.
A what?
A false witness that speaketh lies. And he that soweth discord among his brothers.
So people that sow discord amongst their brothers, liars, people that have wicked imaginations, people whose hands shed innocent blood. He said liars again, proud looks. Man, he says these things the Most High hates. We have to watch out for these sins. Examine yourself. Go back and read this from 16 to 19 in the chapter 6 in the book of Proverbs from 16 to 19. And these 7 abominations do the Most High hate. Make sure that we're not caught up in these type of abominations. So this is how you measure yourself. This is just a measuring stick. Proverbs chapter 16, chapter 6 and verse 16 through 19 is just a measuring stick. A lot of people say, well, I'm not doing none of that. You may be, and you might, and then again, you might not be, but you have to use this as a what? A measuring stick, right? Go ahead.
Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11.
This scripture is a huge warning.
Yes.
Not just the people in the hood, but for people in the hood, the circumcision, and the world.
Right.
Just because you're out there doing your thing.
Right.
Because you're in this truth.
Right.
But you doing stuff you ain't got no business doing.
There you go.
Use this precept as a warning. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Because you don't get an immediate payback for the evil that you do. Go ahead.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
So your heart is fully set to do evil because you don't get a payback for the evil that you do. A lot of people do sin and they didn't really get a recompense for it right away, so they think it's okay, or it's that it's not sin. That's not true. Read on.
Though a sinner do evil 100 times.
Though he do it how many times?
Though a sinner do evil 100 times.
Man, I do this all the time. Ain't nothing happened to me yet, dog.
Though a sinner do evil 100 times.
Read on.
And his days be prolonged. Yet surely I know that it shall well be with them that fear God, which fear before him.
So it's better for you to fear the Most High. Keep yourself out of trouble. Keep yourself out of that limelight of evil, out of that limelight of sin, and do what's righteous. And you will be all right for it. You will get a positive recompense instead of a negative judgment. Right? That's all I got, King.
Well, let's go end it with this right here. But it shall not be well with the wicked.
But it shall not be well with who?
It shall not be well with the wicked.
So he says sin is not at the end. Sin is not going to be well with those who break God's laws. Read.
Neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not God.
Wow. So our days are as a shadow, meaning they are short. It is a short, whether you live for 5 years or 105 years, your days are still as a shadow. And it's not going to be well with those who had a life of sin. Even if you live to get old, like a lot of us want to do. Even if you live to get old, your days are not going to be good because we have a second death to worry about. Right? So that's all we got today, family. We are here always for our people. It is our hope and our wish that is for Israel, that they might be saved. And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom, y'all.
Shalom,
Y'all be safe
family.
and have a good day.
Shalom, family.